I like headphones and microphones. Too much for my own good, actually. I have dynamic and condenser microphones from some rather famous brands: Neumann, Rode, Octava, MXL, Electro Voice, etc. But all of those require a USB microphone interface, an additional cost of between $50 and $100 depending on the quality. Consequently, USB microphones are an easy solution for a lot of podcasters and YouTube content creators. They are hassle-free, plug and play. But USB microphones fall into two categories: the expensive and the inexpensive. On my channel, I continually tell people that price is generally not an accurate indicator of quality. Indeed, when you dig deep, you will find that the manufacturing process for the big-name brands are hardly different from the cheaper ones. Of course, the big-name brands do invest in research and development. However, once they lock in a microphone design, they stick with it. But the price does not drop except for occasional sales. Today, we take a look at the Fifine K670, a microphone that I am quite surprised with. Fifine asked me to review a previous microphone, the K669 bundle. They recently asked that I review this microphone, the K670. I purchased the K670 on Amazon, and Fifine refunded my money for this review. The Fifine K670 looks very similar to the K669. Indeed, until you look closely, you might think these are the same. The K670 feels pretty sturdy. It's made with metal and comes with a metal stand. It's good quality, especially for the price. The head basket for the microphones are different. The K670 has a headphone output on the back. Other than that, the microphones are similar in size and dimension. Both use USB connections, both are cardioid pattern. The thing that surprised me about the K670, however, is that the sound of the K670 is noticeably different from the K669. Fifine says that the K670 has a fuller, warmer, clearer sound than the K669. During my K669 review, I said that the microphone does not take well to filters and heavy post-processing in Adobe Audition. However, the sound of the K669 was pleasing enough to not use anything more than denoise. The K670, on the other hand, does take fairly well to Adobe Audition adjustments. What I generally do is record in Audition, denoise the track, and then use the compressor to alter the frequency to boost a little of the bass and mids. What I hear as a result is a similar sound to good dynamic microphones. My voice is clear and, at least to my ears, not harsh. The adjustment in Audition does not distort the sound as long as I am judicious in its application. From here on out, I will use those particular adjustments. The K670 is not a replacement for the true XLR microphones like Electro Voice RE27 or Neumann TLM103. But for a fraction of the cost, you can get clear sound that can be reasonably pushed and pulled in post-processing. Fifine's microphone is, once again, a testament that you do not need to spend $100 on Blue or Rode USB microphones. Frankly, since I have used both the Blue and Rode mics extensively, I can say that the Fifine K670 sounds more pleasant, at least to me. The Blue microphones are harsh and brittle and do not respond particularly well to post-processing. Rode microphones have an elevated treble, which can be difficult to control with some voices. In contrast, the Fifine K670 has a bit more bass than the Rode, sounds clearer than the Blue, and overall is noticeably less harsh in the treble. The K670 is not without its faults, however. The knob on the front is for gain. I have to keep the microphone at minimum 50% for a decent pickup. Any higher and the self-noise becomes noticeable without a denoise filter applied. Further, there seems to be some type of driver issue with the microphone, which makes my screen recordings stutter. The microphone recording itself is unaffected, but when I record my computer screen with Wondershare Filmora screen, the video recording drops frames. This does not happen with any other microphone, and certainly did not happen with the K669. I contacted Fifine about this and was told they are not aware of any driver fault, since Windows should automatically have the latest drivers. Perhaps it is an issue with my version of Filmora Screen. I do not have another screen recording application and cannot say if the same thing will happen with other programs. This issue aside, I think the K670 is a good product. The sound is warm just as advertised. It is particularly good on my voice, at least in my opinion. Indeed, I have used this particular microphone for 5 previous videos consecutively. If you're looking for a decent USB microphone, don't exclude Fifine from your consideration. No, it's not the big name brand, but you might just find it's exactly what you need.